So my framers are wrapping up and they're ready to give the exterior over to the masonry guy for the stucco and the brick and the stone, all that kind of stuff. So I want to show you what it looks like, how the framers leave it. So we're here in the front of building D. And again, building C and building D have a different exteriors, different skins. So you can see here, the framers, they come, they build the walls, and then they put up the plywood, and then they put up this Tyvek right here, right? This is a waterproofing membrane that is there. So they put the Tyvek up, and then they set all these windows here, and then they actually tape it. You can see, if you look closely, some of these tape around it so that moisture cannot get in to the building. So that's how they're leaving it here. They are done on this section right here because the masonry guy is taking over from here. So everywhere you see this white Tyvek, it's because the framers are done. We're either gonna have brick or stone or stucco in these places here. So if we look over here, this is our hardy. So our framers, this is part of their scope of work. They put this hardy in here. And so let me show you what this looks like. This right here, this material that my hand is against is a 4x8 sheet of hardy backer. And you see it behind your showers and things like that. Also, it's an exterior material and it is made of concrete. So it's totally waterproof. This is a great product. So you can see actually there's the seam right there, right? So that's an 8-foot sheet. And any other seams is hidden behind these. These are 1x. So this design right here is on 8s. And when I say it's on 8s, meaning what I mean by is these are split on 8 inches. There's another section of the building, if you look over there, they're on 16s. So this is an accent pop out. It actually wraps around the side here. This is on 8s as well, right? This is part of our design, the 8s here. They'll trim out the corners with these 1x4s. Again, all of this is the same material. It is all made of concrete. It's hardy backer. They trim out the windows with this 1x4s all the way around as well. So let me show you around where you can see what it looks like. The framers, they built these. So this is, again, the awnings over the front of the building. And if you look at the architectural plans, this is building D. This has a different one. This is a long, full one over both windows. On building C over there, it's different. There's actually 2 of them. So framers build that out. They are leaving it right there for the roofer to come in and finish that. Again, here they're leaving this for the masonry guy to come put his stone. And then we pick up over here on the riser room. And you can see now the difference. These are on 16s. So between this one and this one is 16 inches, right? And because this is 48 inches, all of these numbers match into it so that it does cover all of the seams when you do hit a seam. So these are 1x's, and these are 1x, when I say 1x, this is a 1x2 essentially. That's a 1x4 essentially. This is how our riser room gets finished out. This was part of the slab that they poured for the building. You can see the pipe coming in there, and they will come back and sheetrock this later, but the framers will leave it essentially like this. As we wrap around the building, there's 2 different types of sidings that we have. At the bottom, it's 36 inches, and then lower, this is horizontal siding. So essentially these are 1x8 sheets. So like here's an individual, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all sheets and they sit on top of each other like that. Right, so then there's a 1x4 here. There's a metal drip edge that kind of goes back so that water can't get up in there. And then it goes back to this sheet. These are the 4x8 sheets again. And now they have these on 16s. They trim out the window with 1x4s. This is all the framers' work. This is the finished product ready to get painted. So as we go around here, they have not set this exterior door yet. And you see they have not put the extra trim up there because they need the door in to put the 1x4s, and then they can cover, here's the seam, right? That'll get covered with a 1x2. So as we wrap around the building, I want to show you again how they leave it. You can see the roof here, right? The framers do all of this with this under right here. This is the fascia. So they put up all of that right there. And then that's like, I think that's a 1x6 in a hardy product. And that metal drip edge, the roofer did that. If you pan over, you can see there's the paper. That's not our finished roof, right? That's the underlayment paper. That's a waterproof barrier. Roofers came and did that. But they had to have the framer finish all this work before they could put that in. So you can see down along the backside, we have the 2 different types of siding. You have the 36 inches from the bottom, you have that horizontal, and then it goes up all the way up to the top there That is on 16s. As you wrap around through, this is going to be the back patio here. You can see how they trimmed out these windows, and how they really kind of made it like one unit, right? You have this 1x4 going across the whole thing and going across the bottom here, and then they trim this in. This is more of a maybe 1x6 to get in between these. So they make it like almost one unit of glass wall here. And you can see they kind of do the same thing here, right? They're not bringing in like that 1x2 right there. They did not drop it in through, right? They make the glass kind of like one seamless unit. It does kind of drop around into that 36-inch area right there. And then one other thing I want to reference is we had them cut this back right here where the roof is. So if you look at it, I mean, it comes out, you know, 18 inches right here. But when you're standing inside the building in the great room, and if you pan over, you see this big window right here, that would extend right into that glass, right? And you couldn't have the glass right into that thing. So they cut this back, and I want to say that's about 7 feet or so. They cut that back. So really, as it finishes, we'll have a rain gutter that'll go from right there across 90 over and keep going that way. So this was something that we learned in the field. You don't really see all these tiny little details in the architectural plans when you know, oh, that's going to cover into the glass window, and it's going to look stupid. Now from the inside of the building, you can't really ever tell.